Welcome once again to a Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we're looking at this time is the Anryu Kurauchi Damascus Santoku 170mm knife. This line of knives has a core steel of Shidogami or white paper number 2 reactive high carbon steel from Hitachi. The heat treat's around 61, maybe 62 Rockwell for that core steel. And the construction is a soft iron Damascus cladding over the top of that Shidogami number 2 core. They've also got a Kurauchi or blacksmith finish, which is matte, very matte black finish to it. And these do not have, as far as I can tell, these don't have any kind of lacquer on them at all. So the cladding is reactive as well as the core steel. So this is not a stainless knife. There's no stainless on it at all. There's also known as, you'll see these listed sometimes as suminagashi, which refers to this layering effect on the blade road. You can see it's a really cool look. The weight on the blade, and this is going to vary a little bit from knife to knife, as will the dimensions, the blade thicknesses, and so on. But the weight on this one's about 139 grams or 4.9 ounces, so light and nimble. Edge length about 172 from the tip to the back of the heel, known as the chin, and that's about 6.8 inches. Overall length about 12.4 inches on the entire knife. The spine thickness, which again will vary, this one's about 3.5 millimeters out of the handle above the back of the blade, the chin, and then it pretty much just tapers down as we go. Doesn't get super skinny, doesn't have a lot of distal taper to it, but it does start to kind of just taper down and then hold it until you hit the grind and where it thins out at the very tip. So this is a stiff, stout blade. The height on this is about 46.8 millimeters. The handle is an oval ambidextrous rosewood with the black packerwood ferrule. Very smooth, really nice fit and finish on all these. Good handle install, it's pretty tight install. Handle circumference about 75 millimeters or 3 inches where the wood and the ferrule meet. And balance point on this, handles are a little heavier than some like Howood handles, so that brings the balance point back a little bit because it's a little bit shorter blade. So a little bit behind a pinch grip. There's my pinch grip, a little bit in front of that. So this will have a slightly handle heavy balance point. On a pinch, on a racket grip, it'll kind of be a little more neutral or blade heavy. Let's take a close-up look. These are cool looking knives. I really like the look of these. You can see the dramatic suminagashi or layering on the blade road. You can see the core steel showing, and then you can see the edge bevel. On the right side of the blade, it's plain. On the left side of the blade, you've got hand-chiseled kanji. They do a really nice job chiseling these. The Kurauchi does fill in a little bit of that and kind of reduce some of the dramatic effect, but you can feel it with your fingers. It's a really cool, really nice kanji hand-chisel job on that. So these are ground pretty thin at the edge. They've got a fairly aggressive shoulder where the grind meets the flat of the blade, which gives you really good food release. You can really see that right here. And they do get thin at the edge, and these are nice performing knives. They're not so thin at the edge, they're hard to work with or anything, but it's just a great kind of all-around balanced performance. So nice line of knives. Let's take a look at it on the cutting board. Fit and finish is really good. They've polished the spine a little bit, the choil. Got a nice curved choil for your finger for a pinch grip. So let's take a look on the cutting board. Here we go. This one has a bit of a flat towards the back third, and then you can see a fair amount of belly towards the tip. So I can get about right there before I start wanting to dig the tip in. But smooth profile, nice glide into that back area, a little bit of flat towards the heel. It's kind of a good all-around profile. So these are just a nice line of knives. The fit and finish is really good. The look is cool. You can see the matte finish on the Kurauchi. Again, it's an all-reactive blade, but it's just a really nice, easy to sharpen Shidogami number 2 knife line. So here we have the Anryu Kurauchi Damascus Santoku 170mm knife.